I'm Kat.
I'm Nick.
And you're listening to
Just Two People Pleasers.
Happy Easter, everybody.
I love that. I did not know that was going. I love that.
Listen, that's why I say it all the time.
And it's episode 5, which is my favorite number. So I'm especially excited.
It's 6.
It's 6? That's hilarious. I had this whole thing planned out. I was like, we're definitely on episode 5. It's like, this is definitely the one.
On episode 5, you did a whole thing about...
I did about my favorite number. Hey, guys. My name is definitely Nick, and I am a goldfish with 0.2 second memory.
I mean, to
It's
be
the
fair...
trauma.
I mean, to be fair, we behind the scenes a little bit, we, like, recorded, like, 2 episodes, like, in 1 week.
That's why it was in my head.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the day that we're posting this, it should be Easter Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord hath risen.
Indeed.
But Easter is my favorite, like, religious holiday because I hate Christmas.
Another way we're opposite, because it's my favorite. Christmas is my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, Halloween's my favorite holiday.
Yes.
But yes, of, like, the religious ones. I'm like, Easter, mainly because the Easter Bunny would leave us riddles and stuff, like, and have, like, an egg hunt.
That's fun.
And it was just really fun.
Riddles and candy.
Yes. And then now that we're older, my brother and I, like, give each other riddles and stuff, and it's just...
That's actually a really cute family tradition.
Yeah, it's so fun. So I'm using my little brain and everything on Easter, and Christmas you just open.
Oh, fair enough.
So
you have all your riddles ready? 'Cause it's
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Remember, we're recording this before Easter.
Yes.
That's why I'm asking to clarify. But Easter was yesterday, so happy Easter Monday.
So the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct was recent, and Nick hasn't heard much about it.
I have not, except that apparently Zelda is $90 just for the game.
Yeah, all of the prices are going up for the games and everything.
See, I was assured by Mr. Mystery Best Buy Man that apparently the games are not all that expensive. He's like, just the newer, updated ones.
Well, yeah, I'm sure, like, the name brand, like the AAA games and stuff, like the Nintendo ones would be that price and stuff.
Fair.
But then, like, the indie stuff would probably be less.
I think you just wanted someone to talk to, because, like, we were in line waiting to pick up an order, and he literally was like, "So you guys excited for the new Switch 2?" And there was a line of at least 10 people. He was the only register open, and I was shaking standing there, because I was like, do I respond? I respond to him because he wants to talk, and that there's people in line. So I kept it real short, the conversation, and I was just like, all right, have a good day. But, like, I was like, the anxiety was there. So that's the last I heard, was just that he assured me not all of them were expensive, but apparently.
But also, like, how would he know? I don't know. Do you have the insider scoop from Best Buy?
Yeah.
But okay, whatever.
I just thought that was an
yeah
interesting story.
I wrote down, like, my direct thoughts as I was watching the direct, because I texted them to my brother because he was working, so I assumed he wouldn't be watching it, but his whole office had it on.
Oh.
Like they're supposed to be working, they just have the video up. It was like an hour-long thing, and they're just watching it. But, so, my thoughts were, Nintendo Switch 2, June 5th. It has mouse controls with the Joy-Con turned sideways, which you can see.
That is bizarre.
I thought it was really cool, but then practically I'm like...
look at that. I'm sorry, I'm on my couch.
Yeah.
When I play my Switch.
Yeah, because, and also, I mainly do handheld. So,
yeah.
Thinking about it now, I'm like, oh, wait.
What? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And then Elden Ring is going to be on it.
Oh, like, already, like just built, like, on it? Like.
Well, you still have to buy it, but, like...
well.
But, like, it wasn't, like, you couldn't get it on the Switch before.
Oh, okay.
And then there's going to be a new Hyrule Warriors, which it has Zelda's story from, like, the new Tears of the Kingdom game, because, like, she went back in time, so it's her story with that, and then it's also just, like, fighty stuff. It's fun. Okay. Hyrule Warriors is fun, so it was fun to see that there'd be a new one. And then They're gonna have GameCube games on the Nintendo Online Plus expansion pack.
That's pretty cool.
I don't pay for that, but it's cool.
I think I'm on one of my friend's family accounts.
I don't care.
So I have access to some of the old, a lot of Kirby games and stuff like that.
Yeah, because there's like the Nintendo Online and then there's the Plus.
Okay,
one.
I think it's just the
there's
online.
like two. Yeah.
I don't know.
But then my favorite thing that I was like super excited for is there's gonna be 2 new Deltarune chapters on the Switch, which chapter 1 and 2 came out like a while ago. And then these are the people that did Undertale.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a newer game, and they like said they released 1 and 2, and I think they're free. But then they just kind of like disappeared into the ether. But they're coming back for the Switch.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sharing the hype. I don't know what she's talking about, but I love it. I love the energy.
And then lastly, there was a new Professor Layton game.
Oh, cool.
Which, yeah. They're so fun.
They're the puzzly ones, right? The guy with the big hat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you could see Kat right now, her eyebrows just went up. She's like, you knew a video game reference. Which I think is hilarious.
Well, no, that's older though. Like,
yeah.
Like, there hasn't been like a new one in like a while. So that's why I was like,
no,
oh,
that's exciting.
Yeah. So we had the little mouse control thing, and then the big thing that they were, because in the direct they were super like exclaiming. They're like, it's not the Nintendo Switch 2, as in like
better then?
Yeah, it's its own thing entirely.
Then call it something different. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, they were so like specific, because they're like, we redid everything from the inside out, but we made it look the same.
Goodness, it's like the iPhone thing.
Yeah.
Is it really different? Is it really every year it's like the best, newest, innovative? It's just the same thing with one more camera. Soon there'll be 12 cameras on the back of iPhones.
Don't fight me. I have 3.
I think mine has 3 too.
But so the big thing was this like game chat thing, which, so on the controller itself, there's going to be a C button that you click that, and then you can like
open
you like can talk to your friends online, and then like there can be like little screens so you could see each other and everything. So you can buy a camera that you set up.
That's what that little thing is. Look,
Yeah.
who's gonna do that?
Yeah, especially because like that's already been done. Like,
for real.
Discord exists for literally that.
Can we also talk about the fact that the DSi had a camera built into it? Why can't the Switch just add a tiny little camera? Is it really that difficult?
No. Well, I mean, I guess if you're connecting it to your TV, then you couldn't like really have it. But why can't you have a camera in the Switch, and then you could buy the other camera extra? I don't know. Also, I don't have enough friends to do this with, so I'm just like, I don't need this. Why is it a thing? But I'm sure some people will like it and use it. But who knows? And then also they had this whole thing of like, look, we'll have a tour of the entire console, and they like, it has like a thing so you can go inside and look at everything. And then at the end of like the thing of showing that, the welcome tour thing, they said you have to pay for it. Like, it's a game. So you could
What?
so you can go inside the little Switch and see things, but you have to pay for it.
Oh my goodness. Are they that desperate for money? Like, are you okay, Nintendo? Do you need like?
I feel like, because I saw someone somewhere was comparing it to like how they did the Wii and the Wii U. How like they tried to make the Wii better, but they just failed spectacularly.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It seems kind of like this is what that's heading to.
Oh no.
Especially because it's more expensive, and like there's just a lot of things with pre-ordering it and everything, and it's just a whole
Yeah.
But so after that, after watching that, I was, because before then I was thinking of buying a Steam Deck, because I want to play online games, but I can't do like online computer games or like this like PlayStation 5 because my eyes and ears don't work. Because your ears control your balance, which makes no sense. But
Yeah, it's really interesting.
because I have an inner ear imbalance, which makes me dizzy. But sorry,
You can't win, and just in life, my gosh.
there's nothing good happening for me.
like,
But yeah, so I was thinking about getting the Steam Deck, and then I was like, oh wait, no, the Switch 2. Then after watching that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy a Steam Deck. So I ordered one today.
yay!
Hooray! We'll see. Watch I get it. I'm like, oh, I hate it.
I hope not,
But-
because you're so excited about it. She texted me and she was like, guess what I did? I got myself a treat. And I was like, it's about dang time. Like, you deserve one, girly.
Yeah. So I'll report back with
Yeah.
how my Steam
Pros and
Deck
cons and-
goes. Yeah. Because I'm not getting the Nintendo Switch 2, at least for a while. If they say there's gonna be an Animal Crossing game, I will buy it.
Oh, man. I think that would get me.
That's the only reason I bought the Switch to begin with.
Me too.
I waited until they announced the thing, but they announced it, and then I bought the Switch, like, before they, like, released it. Like, I bought it
Oh,
the year
wow,
that
like
they said they were
OG.
gonna release it,
Yeah.
and then they pushed it back, like, 2 years or something.
Oh, no.
So I had it, and it was just sitting.
No, I got mine late in the game. Not Professor Layton, just late in the game. I am Professor Late just in life, though. I always hop on a trend, like, after it's already... But usually it's cheaper by then, so I guess it's
Yeah.
bonus. Is that what thrifting is? I'm just realizing, because I love thrifting. Like, all my clothes are secondhand. Like, thrifting is literally just being late on the whatever's trending. Anyway.
And discounted.
And discount is great. Today I went and got like 10 pieces of clothing for $10. Can't beat that. Pretty cool. So that brings us to the main event of this episode.
Which is Easter eggs.
Woo-hoo. And we want to know also your guys' favorite Easter eggs in any form of media. So drop them in the comments.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
And I will be making content, I promise. That's been my job. She does like all the editing and everything. And she's like, it's okay. You can just do the social media part, because that's what I do for nonprofits and companies. I do social media, and it's happening. It'll get there.
No, it's just the one time you told me, like, I have a degree in marketing, so I have to do it.
I was like,
and
so
just
it's gonna be me. It's my job. I'm gonna do it. It'll be great.
So now
And here we are, like
just
a
sit
month
here.
and a half later.
Yeah.
Just like. But somehow she still loves me, guys. I bring her Starbucks, and then usually it's all good. So.
Which I would like to apologize. The last 2 episodes, I was so loud. Like, I'm apologizing mainly to myself because I had a soda before you came, and then you brought me chai, which has more caffeine.
Yeah.
Which I wanted it. It wasn't like I was like, I didn't think about the consequences until like I went to edit it, and I was like, oh my god, like the waveforms were so big in comparison to Nick's. They were just so small. I was like, what is happening? Because I'm not that loud to begin with.
No.
And then I was just screaming into the ether. But yes.
Yes.
So yes, we're gonna do Easter eggs in media, and then I am doing video games, and Nick is doing
TV shows and movies.
yeah.
Yes.
We got to do our specialties, you know.
Because I really don't know much about video games, I'm realizing.
So the origin of the term Easter egg, I have to bring that up because it's a video game.
Yeah, just super cool.
So it's for the game Adventure for Atari 2600. The programmer, like, the whole story is that the people that created it didn't want to like put him in the credits. So he programmed this whole thing
Love
that like in order to get to this one room, and then like you move your avatar over this dot, and then on the screen it pops up saying created by Warren Robinett.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Which is such a funny haha. I'm just like, you go, bud.
For real.
You deserve it. And then that's how the term Easter egg came about. Which is just so funny that it's evolved to whatever is happening now.
Yeah, apparently you encountered a very heated debate on the internet of what
Oh,
is an Easter egg.
like, yeah, because I know a lot of Easter eggs, but I was trying to find ones that are like big enough, like that it wasn't just me randomly being like, there's just one scene in this one thing. But yeah, I was on Reddit, like people were just arguing about what Easter egg means, like whether you have to like with this example you have to go in and do these certain things to get to there,
Yeah.
or if it's just like an homage or a cameo and stuff, and it was very heated. So our term Easter egg here is just
It's a broad
yeah,
term.
yes,
Yeah, just little bonus content.
yeah, just little things.
Yeah.
So don't come for us, please. I'll cry.
That's a threat.
The threat is I will cry.
Yes. So, to start us off, this is what I will not be discussing, but I feel like everyone who thinks of Easter eggs, especially people that are really big Disney fans, these are like the go-to Easter egg discussions. It's the Pizza Planet truck, and then the A113 that appears in like, is it every Disney movie? Most movies? I'm not really sure, but a good chunk of them have A113, which is the classroom, the art classroom in California, something like that. It's like the classroom number.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Yeah, but it's just like a little like.
It's a little thing.
Yeah.
But we won't be going into it. I just figured,
Well,
I
yeah,
feel like
if
people are going to
you-
be upset if I don't mention it.
If you like Google like top Easter eggs, like the first
This
thing
is
you're
like
like,
the-
here's Disney.
There's Disney.
I mean, there's so much Disney like content, so there has to be so many Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on to my favorite, which if anyone knows what this is, I love you forever. I love you anyway because you're listening to us rant about nothing. But that's why I said the girls that get it. The girls that don't. Because
And I don't.
this is one of my favorite shows of all time. I want you to, for fun, we're gonna throw it back to past episodes. If you were to name just from this, what do you think this show is called? I didn't prepare her for this. This is completely
Pineapple Ball,
love it.
because it looks like
Love
the
it.
guy
Like
on the
he's
right's
really-
playing football with a pineapple.
And then one's got on his knee and he's throwing it like yep.
When I first saw this picture, I was reminded of like the pen pineapple apple pen thing.
I love him with all my heart. And they did one with Ryuk from Death Note, and they animated him to do the dance, and I was obsessed with it. Anyway, so the show's called Psych.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, yes, I recognized because I was like, I recognize the actor from somewhere, but yes, yeah, okay.
It's a show that aired in 2006, for the first time, and then I don't think I got into it until the 2010s ish. But it features Sean and Gus. Sean's on the left, Gus is on the right, and they are fake psychic detectives who fool the police into thinking that they're psychic, because otherwise, basically, Sean was getting in trouble because he knew facts of a case that there was no other way he would have known them unless he committed the crime. So he had to explain that he's not just a good detective. He was like, I'm psychic. I'm getting these readings from like beyond the grave and stuff like that. So it's really fun. Hilarity ensues. The reason it's on this list is because it is one of my favorite Easter eggs of all time. Every episode has a pineapple in it.
Good.
So sometimes it's as obvious as Sean coming over and giving someone a pineapple as a welcome gift if they get a new house or whatever, or had a kid. Here's a pineapple. One of the episodes is pineapple lotion.
Okay.
Or like hair gel or something. And then some of them, his dad likes to wear Hawaiian shirts, so one of them has pineapples all over it. So it's really fun to look. I've watched this show easily 10 times through, and every time I find a new pineapple. So
Did they have like one person dedicated to putting the pineapple in, and like their whole job was like, all right, in this episode we're gonna put it in here?
I have no idea, but that sounds like I want that job.
I was about to say I want that job.
Like-
if that's the case, please.
Right?
All right.
We're gonna take turns so that if in case one of us like
Loses our voice,
Yes.
or chokes, or gags, or
right,
whatever.
something, you know, we're
But we get to my favorite my favorite Easter egg of all time. As soon as Nick suggested Easter egg ideas, because this was Nick's idea, and I loved it.
Oh my gosh, it was me. I was like, wait, I came up with an idea. For some reason, I was like, this was definitely Kat's idea, because that's hilarious. I forgot it was me. Back to the goldfish, y'all.
Oh,
anyway.
But so as soon as Nick said that, I was like, gotta do the Silent Hill, because there's
That's so cute.
Silent Hill, love it. They have so many weird like gag endings. Like in almost every game, there is a like at the end of the game, there's like an ending scene where it's the aliens did it.
Okay.
So they blame it all on the aliens. So like, you know, someone gets abducted or something. But then in Silent Hill 2, they
Is that the one on the right?
yeah, on the left.
Oh, sorry.
On the left.
Okay.
And you have to like to get these specific endings, you have to find specific like items throughout the game and everything.
Okay.
So that like determines what ending you get. So with Silent Hill 2, there's the dog ending where you open the door and it's a dog was doing the whole thing the entire time.
I love that.
It's so funny. And then like since then like the dog makes an appearance in other like ones. So the one on the right is the alien ending, but then there's also the dog.
I love it.
And like there's just like there's one ending where it's like all the characters come together and it's just they're really gag endings that are just mainly for the fans.
Yeah.
But it's just like I love it. It's so funny every time. I mean, you're only gonna get it if you like Silent Hill and the video games and stuff, which I do. So we have the Silent Hill, the funny haha. Then we also have the funny weird, which mainly is like, I know in Silent Hill 2, I'm sure there's other games, but like they kind of hint at other games in the future.
Like games in this universe?
Yes.
Oh.
So in Silent Hill 2, there's several references to Silent Hill 4, like events or characters.
Oh my gosh, like 2 ahead.
Yeah. Well, because so Silent Hill 1, you're playing as this father, and then in Silent Hill 3, you play as the daughter to that father.
Wow.
So like they're kind of like intertwined for the most part, but then like 2 is kind of just like on its own little thing.
Okay.
They all take place in the same town, but like they're all on their own little adventures and stuff. So there's references to this one character named Walter Sullivan. So there's like a newspaper article that like discusses like the things that he did and everything and like what happened to him and stuff, which he's the main antagonist of Silent Hill 4. So it's just like, whoa, crazy. I just found it really cool. And then also the thing on the left, which you can say it's not a reference to Silent Hill 4, but I will fight you and say it is. On the thing, it says there was a hole here, it's gone now. And in Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2, they made a remake recently, which I've boasted about and how like they didn't mess it up.
Yeah.
They kept that little Easter egg in there. So I'm like, it has to be about Silent Hill 4.
Connected.
You can't fight me. Because in Silent Hill 4, spoilers, I guess, vaguely for like the beginning of it, you're locked in your apartment and you can't get out. And then randomly there's a hole in your like laundry room that you crawl through to get to like the Silent Hill area.
So it's a portal
Yes.
that just appears.
Yeah.
Huh.
So there was a hole. It's gone now.
That's cool.
Yeah. So just little funny ha-has or funny weirds, I guess. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Especially because like when you played the first one, you didn't know like, especially with Walter Sullivan, you're like, all right, here's some random stuff. I don't need to know about that. Like, who cares? And then you're like, oh, look. But also Silent Hill 4 is probably the most hated Silent Hill.
Oh no.
Even more than like the American ones, which they messed up Silent Hill so much. But just give me one little rant.
You go, girl.
Silent Hill Homecoming. It like came out after like the movie came out, which the movie had like all the things and stuff. And there's this one character called Pyramid Head, which you know what he looks like.
Okay, yeah.
I crocheted him. It's a whole thing. But he is specific to the Silent Hill 2 character. Like, it's a part of him. Like, it's like, they're not inseparable. Like, the whole thing is like it's very important to this specific character.
Okay.
In the Silent Hill movie, I guess to get fans excited, they put him there. He's in the movie. But the character from Silent Hill 2 is not there.
I hate when they do that unnecessarily. It's
Yeah.
like you're messing up. I have my feelings. I'll talk briefly about my feelings on the Hobbit movies, but that's the same reason. Like, just keep it consistent. I don't care if you're trying to appease the fans. Keep in the storyline, keep in the world. Just do things like they're supposed to be. I'm sorry, but like, just don't mess it up.
I feel like these are failed Easter eggs. Because like
There
it's
you
like,
go.
oh, okay, like it's for the fans, but I'm like, it
No.
doesn't make sense. You're ruining the whole story about James and all of his trauma and stuff by putting him in somewhere else. So yes, so Pyramid Head is in the movie, and then Silent Hill Homecoming came out, and it was like American made, and like they put Pyramid Head in that as well. There's no reason for him to be in there. And then one of the endings, you can become Pyramid Head. For no reason, nothing makes sense. I hate it.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, I guess it's like a little failed Easter egg of like, it's an homage, but I'm just like, no. But only Silent Hill fans are gonna understand all of the little Easter eggs and stuff. But yes, so thank you. I could go on and on, but I will leave it at that.
I learned so much every time we do an episode.
Yeah, especially because I'm like trying to give you little hints of lore without like traumatizing you, because I know you don't like horror.
Yes.
So I'm just like,
this is true,
skirting around the edges of everything.
Everyone I love loves horror though. I'm just that one token person in everyone's lives that just can't watch it. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So anyway, now we come to my favorite movie series of all time, which I know it's cliche to like Lord of the Rings, but you know what? I don't care. I liked it before it was cool. I have a picture.
You're one of those.
I have a picture of me when I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old, and I'm like decked out. I got like the one ring. I got a shirt. I got like a mug. Got the whole shebang before it was cool. So anyway.
I will vouch for her. This is all true. She has like a little tapestry.
Oh my gosh, my room. I have the Middle Earth map. I have a poster of the Middle. I have like. Don't even get me started on
And
the amount of Lord of the Rings things.
She's worn the one ring like
I
a
have.
lot. Yeah.
That's a story, and it's missing. It's in Florida.
But
For
just
reasons we can get into later, but like.
I will vouch for her. She is a true fan. Floor is yours.
So thank you. I feel like that's actually a lot of pressure. Remember your like we called it your Sonic like expert pass or something, or expert like
Oh yeah,
license.
my lore card
Your
or
lore-
something.
Yeah,
My fan
I feel like
card.
I'm about to lose my fan card trying to explain this right now, but
Hold on, speaking of Sonic, I have my shadow bracelet.
I was gonna say, in case anyone's keeping track, today is the day that she wore it and I forgot.
But it's breaking.
No,
The little string is like coming.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
I can fix it.
That we can do.
Yeah, like I can fix it, but I was
Yeah.
wearing it over the weekend, then I looked at it and I was like, oh no.
My the string that's sticking out broke. I had to like tie it, and there's only a little bit left, so now it sits kind of crooked.
Oh no.
But I tightened it one day and it just snapped. So
It was
It'd be
from
how it
Hot
be.
Topic. Like
we love.
we weren't doing it for the quality. It was
Yeah,
for
it
the
was just, it was the moment. It was Valentine's Day. I was like, yeah. But Hot Topic also has a lot of Lord of the Rings merch now, which I'm actually really excited about. Like, for once, it's in the spotlight. That now I can get like all kinds of stuff. Expensive, but anyway. So this section is labeled the Audacity because I keep wanting to say Percy Jackson, Peter Jackson, the guy who directed Lord of the Rings.
Can I
Yes.
say I was looking at, because we shared the PowerPoint with each other, so like I could see what she was doing, she could see what I was doing. I saw Peter Jackson. I read it as Percy. I thought it was Percy until you literally just said Peter Jackson, and I was like, oh
That's
no.
actually really funny because I used to love that series, the book series. Yeah. So, well, I still do love it. I just I'm so behind. Anyway, that's what college does to you, kids. It destroys your love of reading. Anyway, so he decided. I only knew about the first cameo. I feel like again, I need my fan card revoked because I only knew about the first one, maybe the second one, but he has a cameo in every single movie. So the first movie, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Who is Peter Jackson?
Oh, the director. I think I.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
may have.
I may have talked over
I
you.
may have briefly mentioned. Yes, he is the director of the movies, and I say the Audacity because, like, you really gotta just put yourself in the movie. And honestly, he can get away with it for Lord of the Rings, but he explained to me how there's 3 Lord of the Rings movies for 3 books, but then there's 3 movies for 1 book, The Hobbit, and The Hobbit is like...
They got a budget.
I'm just
And they
like,
had fans, and they were
but
gonna milk that.
But then the unnecessary Easter eggs of, like, we're gonna, like, pair this person up, or, like, Legolas is gonna be here when he's not even a part of the thing. Anyway, again, that's the same deal. Everyone loves Legolas. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom, we love him.
I will fight you on that. I love him.
I love him with all my heart. When I was I think I was 11, I wrote a poem to Legolas. I did. It's really cringy, but I have it somewhere, and it's just like I loved him with all my heart, but like he doesn't belong there. I'm sorry, he's not in the storyline.
See, my family took me like when they came out, so I was
Yeah,
so young.
Yeah.
Like I fell asleep like at almost every single movie because it was so long, and I was just like a child. So I was just like,
wow, you saw them before I did.
Yeah. Do I remember them? No.
That's still pretty cool though.
Yeah, but I would be awake for every Legolas scene. If I was asleep, I would wake up for Legolas.
Burn in your brain.
Because later in life, I was told that, and I was like, what is wrong with me? But yeah,
he's amazing.
Yes, yeah,
and he's an archer, which, well, Hunger Games got me into archery, but Legolas also did. So, anyway, the first movie, he's a drunkard eating a carrot. Love that for him. He just like goes past the camera, and there he is with his carrot. And the second movie, in the Two Towers, he's a Rohan soldier throwing a spear.
He levels up a little bit.
So there he is. I love that. I never thought of it that way. It's like he's leveling up through the movies. Now, please don't come after me for this third movie. I'm not really sure how to say it. So Return of the King, he's an Umbar corsair sailing into Gondor. Probably mispronounced that. That's okay. But there he is. Great question.
We're gonna look up what a corsair is.
That I didn't prepare ahead of time.
It's a race of men.
That's
hailing from Umbar. So it's just.
I figured it was a Tolkien term.
I thought so too, but just in case. So they're known for like the sea, and being pirates and stuff.
So he's a drunk, he's a soldier, and then he's a pirate.
I mean, cool. We've all been there. You drink too much, and then you become important, and then you're like, I'm leaving for the sea.
We all gone through the journey. Yes.
We've all been there.
I never thought it's so funny. He goes through his own little journey.
Yeah.
Through the movies. Love that for him.
I mean, I will say it's not as bad as M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, I was hoping we would avoid that.
You can't stop me.
Wreck. Oh no.
Just because I've been on a kick of watching like almost all of them. Oh, no. I've tried to watch them. Some of them I'm just like, oh my god, stop. Yeah.
That's the only reaction to have.
Yeah. But so, in case you don't know, M. Night Shyamalan Bing Bong. M. Night Shyamalan is the actual name. He is, like known for weird plot twists and stuff that you'd never get.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. And he also cameos in like all of his movies. So he's somewhere in the movie. And sometimes he's like, there was one movie that he like helped direct it or something, but I think his daughter was like the main director or something. Huh. And he plays this weird important character. Like he's not the main character, but I'm just like, all right, that's not a cameo, my guy. You have like dialogue in multiple scenes.
Yeah.
But like a little cameo, I'm like, okay, sure, but he gets bigger and weirder with some of them.
Oh my goodness. So anyway.
But okay.
Here we go.
Resident
oh my gosh.
Evil.
The stance of excitement now.
Okay, if you know, you know. But so in Resident Evil 4, which is very funny because Silent Hill 4 everyone hates, Resident Evil 4 everyone loves.
Wow.
Side tangent, no one needed to know, but my brain made those connections. So there is a trader, or like a merchant, that, as you can see in the GIF, he does the thing, of opening his jacket.
Yeah.
And he always says like, "What you buying, stranger?" And then in Silent Hill, no, not Silent Hill. Oh my god! And then in Resident Evil 8,
there's 8 of them. Are there more than 8?
Well, there's more than 8.
Oh my
Like, because
goodness.
there's like side ones.
Okay.
But there hasn't been like Resident Evil 9 yet.
Okay.
Like, there's Resident Evil like whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
And then they like did remakes and stuff for all of them.
Wow.
But so yes. And then in Resident Evil 8, the merchant there references that. But because I cannot do it justice, I have the video.
You wish to make a purchase? What are you buying? Just something an old friend of mine used to say.
Got something that might interest you. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. What are you buying? Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
I'm not buying nothing from you. Stranger danger.
Oh, no.
No,
how you meet him is there's like a window that you see him and then he says, come here. Like, he just makes the motion and you follow him into an alley and then he opens his jacket up. You didn't like that.
No, I agree.
Wow.
I agree.
In case you didn't hear Lil Flick, my cat, she like screamed after I said that. Oh my god.
She agrees, stranger danger.
Yeah.
Don't follow anyone to creepy alley.
But yeah.
I do love that though. I love when video games do that. Like, I just love quirky stuff.
It was
like
just
that.
so unexpected. And it's like
It's
a random
amazing.
like thing. Like in Resident Evil 4, you're gonna hear him say what you buying, what you selling, like at least like 3 or 4 times. But then in like Resident Evil 8, it was just like a random one-off, and I like stopped the game and was like, yeah.
The only thing I can think of equivalent to that is when I went to a wrestling event and the lights go out and you just hear dong, dong, and the Undertaker just like appears in the middle of the ring. The amount of excitement I felt was unparalleled. This is one of those things like, oh my gosh, like he wasn't supposed to be there. Anyway.
He was like, I'm here.
He was like, I'm here. He just appeared. I was like, this is bonus. Like, you know how much money I have to pay to see him? Usually just like, I get a surprise. Like, it was crazy. Anyway. But yes, I love that. So, I said it's Easter egg time because if you know, you know. It's adventure time.
Come on, grab your friends.
Yes, my friend.
Come on, grab your friend.
My friend.
The one friend.
The one friend. So, I can explain the amount of joy this Easter egg brings me. Adventure Time is like my show I watch to sleep at night. I don't know if you guys have that kind of thing where like your wind down show or like your comfort show. It got me through a lot of interesting moments. Anyway, so the Easter egg is this little dude, this little guy, this little snail, and he waves. So it could be like a super intense scene, and then he's like hidden under like a helmet or a rock, and he's just waving. He's always waving. He's never just like still. This scene is from a specific episode where he's like floating on a leaf at the end of the episode, waving. I won't spoil any of the plot. There's so much plot in Adventure Time, like unnecessarily a lot of plot. But he actually plays a very important role in progressing the story. But it's just so fun. It's another show that I could watch a million times, and I have watched a million times, mostly while I was asleep, which is why my screen time's so high. But it's just, I always find him in a new episode because I don't look for him every episode. But
Right.
yeah,
But sometimes he's just
little-
there.
just a little guy. So I haven't found merch for him yet, but I think that'd be fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just a little guy.
This little guy, I might like. And now that I think of it, my sister's birthday is coming up this summer, and she is as big of, if not more, of a fan of Adventure Time than me. Could be fun to like hide little snails around the house.
Wow, for
She used to
like a
find him.
birthday week and stuff. It's just
Yeah.
like, you just leave them.
I think that'd be so cute.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really like things
Mm.
for her birthday. She likes gestures and food.
Don't we all?
Right? Like, food is just, it's healing to the soul until it causes you to have, until it ruins your day. Love until you hate it, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the way of life. So I apologize if you hear buzzing, essentially, because Lilith has come up and she has made it her mission to just invade. Because She was the one that, like, when Nick would come over, she would, like, glare at her and then run away. But now she's just like, all right, I guess you're here. I guess I'm just gonna tolerate your presence. But no pets.
No pets.
Well, she doesn't let even, like, my brother pet her.
Mm.
Because she's just... Only me and my mom can pet her. And only my mom if I'm not here.
We'll get there.
All right, she jumped off. We're good to go. Okay. Next, for me, so the Nintendo people, they love just, like, putting in little, like, Easter eggs in all of their games. Of just, like, of other characters. Like, for example, the one that I brought up today is Super Mario RPG. Just, like, in random parts of the game, like, Link will be sleeping in a bed. And then, like, Samus will be sleeping in another bed. And then there's, like, Star Fox ships.
Who's Samus?
Metroid.
I don't
It's-
know that I don't know anything about Metroid either.
It's the main character in Metroid.
I had no childhood, I guess. I did have an off-the-boat parent. So granted, I didn't grow up with the quite the same, like, classic American, like, video games, movies. So it's really fun going back now as an adult and, like, watching through stuff like that and playing games.
Well, and it's funny because they did announce, like, Metroid Prime 4, like, in one of the Nintendo Directs, like, and people freaked out about it.
Huh.
But yes, so Samus from the Metroid series.
Okay.
Would you like to see what Samus looks like outside of the suit?
Sure.
Before I show you, what do you think they look like?
I have no... Are they blue? Is this a human person?
Yeah.
Okay.
What gender?
Well, now that you said that,
Yeah.
it's gotta be a girl.
Yeah. See, that's because I was like,
Wow.
I can't.
That's
I'm showing my
that's,
hand,
That's
but-
cool though.
But yes, that's what she looks like outside
Oh
of the
my
suit.
gosh. Okay.
And it's a whole big thing because, like, you know, you spend the whole first game, and then eventually she gets out of her suit, and you're like, no, it's a woman.
So the boys are like, I've been playing as a girl. Girls are actually strong and cool and can get things done. I want to be there to see the reaction of, like.
I mean, listen, that's what it was.
That's amazing.
But it is funny though, because, like, it's still, like,
Surprise.
yeah, it still is like Metroid is kind of like the, okay, women can be powerful there, but
Love that.
other places, I don't know.
So she's just in her suit in the bed.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that, yeah, and there's, like, figurines of other people around the place and stuff. It's just,
That's
and,
fun.
and in other games they do that, like, it just, yeah, it's just fun, just little funny little bits. They're harmless Easter eggs. So I'm just like, okay, you're here, have fun. You know, that's all I have to say.
They have so much to work with too, like so many characters, so many universes. They can just throw
Yes.
in, and they don't have to get permission.
Right, exactly, yeah.
They created their own empire. Yeah. So.
They're the Disney of the
Right?
gaming universe.
Yeah. Disney tried. What's that Switch game, where it's like every character ever
Oh,
is in a universe
Dreamlight?
together? Something
Dream-
like that. Yeah, I have a friend that.
Disney Dreamlight Valley.
You gotta try this game. I was like, I don't know.
I wanted to, but it didn't come on the Switch for a while, and also it was supposed to be free. Like, it was supposed to be paid until it came out of beta, and then it'd be free. But then they're like,
Oh.
I know we said that, but we
Oh,
lied.
of course. Yeah, no, that wasn't. Mm-mm.
Yes. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to
Mm-mm.
do that, but okay, yes. Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a life simulator. Maybe I'll get it on the Steam Deck. We'll see.
See.
The main reason I wanted the Steam Deck though is for one of the Yakuza games.
Mm-hmm.
It's, what is the name of it specifically? Because it's a very specific thing, and I cannot butcher it.
So not the one with the karaoke. Like that's the OG. The first one has that, you know, dame dame.
They all have
dame
karaoke.
yo. Oh, they do. Cool.
Excuse you.
It's good to know.
Go get cultured.
I have been to Japan. I have done karaoke in Tokyo. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I have played as a grown man that has been in, like, the mafia, essentially.
Yes.
Like the Japanese mafia.
Yes.
But I've run a maid cafe. I've done karaoke.
Oh my
No, the
gosh.
reason I love Yakuza Like a Dragon series is because it's so like just out of the blue random. Like they knew what they were doing when they were just like, we're gonna do like this fighting thing, and then, do you want to do a life simulator? Here you go. You want to do a racing car game? Here you go.
Love that.
It's so funny. But there's a new one that came out called Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Because in
Pirate.
yes,
Interesting.
because in one of the more recent games, they end up in Hawaii, but then the character in this game ends up getting amnesia and forgets about his whole life, so he becomes a pirate.
Seeing a theme. Pirates have appeared.
But so I'm ready for the funny ha-has, because he's also my favorite character because he's insane.
So he's a pirate with amnesia?
Well, no, he's not even a pirate.
Oh.
He was part of the Yakuza, but
Yeah.
then like he bonked his head, I guess.
Yeah, but like,
So he thinks he's a pirate now.
love that.
And he's insane. And he has one eye.
Amazing.
Yeah. Sorry. I had to go on my little tangent. But yes.
Honestly, love it. So these last three we'll run through. So this is a funny from Hercules. So we all have villains that, you know, especially Disney villains, we're like, well, we hate them, right? They did bad stuff. Usually someone dies. But like, did he deserve to be treated like this? Who knows? But like, so this is the Easter egg.
You know,
that's pretty obvious.
We could know if we watched the new Mufasa movie.
Mm-hmm.
The look in Nick's eye, she was like, "Don't bring this up.
I'm not
please."
doing it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I want to see it just to see how weird it is. But like,
Maybe we watch it together. I'm not watching it myself. Mm-mm. What I gotta turn to react to? Nobody. My cat? No. So, my cat. You, also my cat at home. Anyway.
you're bringing around.
Anyway. So yeah, he's a rug, but also he's worn as Hercules poses for a painting. Scar. Sorry, I don't know if I even said his name. Scar from
No.
Lion King. This is what happens to him. In case you're wondering, in case you watch the movie and you're like, oh my gosh, he's a horrible person. Don't worry, he got his justice. Any hoozle. So, the last two are kind of my bonus Easter eggs. So, I did not realize how much Kat loved Indiana Jones until this moment.
Love is a strong word. I've seen them.
Oh, fair.
I haven't
You know what I
seen
mean,
the
like-
most recent one. Yeah, I know
Like
of
a
it, yeah.
meme, like a meme love, like
Yeah.
a
No, that is 100% what it is.
yes.
Because I'm not gonna get into it.
Fair enough.
Continue.
So this is from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark from the 80s. And just a fun little Star Wars reference in there.
Yeah, it's etched in the one thing.
Yeah.
Which you have to zoom in real hard to see it.
So that's you work real hard for it back when you couldn't pause the TV.
Yeah.
You know, you were like, oops, well, missed it. And then there's one from Mulan, 98, which I learned that today. This came out the year I was born. It's kind of fun.
Wacky.
But yeah, so I always thought they were just wacky hieroglyphics. Apparently, it might be like simplified Chinese or like ancient Chinese, but they're not the names of Mulan's ancestors. They're actually the names of the animators, which I think is kind of
Cool.
fun.
Yeah. I love when like games do that too. Like
Yeah.
they have like their little like a picture of them like as employee of the month or something just for like a funny thing.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It's fun.
Right? Like, we're playing these games for fun. We have fun playing them. We'd like to know that they had fun making it,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we're all people. And now we come to our favorite segment of every episode.
People pleasing of the
Dun, dun, dun.
week. Which Nick has hers for a while.
I have, and I didn't do it this episode. Are you proud of me? Like, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
We've
I am
been
very
going
proud of you.
for a bit, and I've just been like silently being like, oh boy, oh boy. So I don't know how many episodes I've said it. At least the last two. I'll like look at Kat and be like, is this episode too long? it like we're going. No one's gonna listen to this long. No one's gonna listen to me yap for like more than 20 minutes. Like, are you sure? We're not like. I'll like even if we're mid discussion on something really cool and fun, I'll be like, this is too long. We're taking too long. Like.
I think that the most recent episode with like the Squishmallow ranking products, like we got to like over 50 minutes and you're like, all right, we're gonna bang through the rest of them, and you're just like rushing to the end, and I was like,
you're like, oh no. Yeah. That was my people pleasing that was completely unnecessary. But then again, I learned a lot about myself in these people pleasing of the weeks, that like, why do I do the things I do? You know, Best Buy guy, he didn't care that people were waiting. He wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. And you know what? I need to be more like him. We should all be more like him.
Be more selfish.
At least, like, slightly.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't be afraid to do things, like, for you.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the thrift store, don't be afraid to, like, don't apologize if you just need to get past someone who's blocking the aisle. If you turn to your left and your right and there's people, like, don't be afraid to go, like, excuse me. That's just me talking to me. Future me. I'm gonna listen back to this, be like, you're right, Nick. I am gonna do that now.
So mine.
Yes,
is,
please. I am gonna stop talking.
So, mine is I went to the dentist, and I'm happy to report I have no cavities.
Yippee.
Because if you know me, I can do an entire episode about just my dental history.
Oh my gosh, it's like,
because genetically I lost the lottery and like everything.
oof.
I got a lot of things going on. I am, like, I take care of my teeth well. Like, I brush them, I do flossing and everything.
Yeah.
Just genetically and, like, just, yeah. I get cavities a lot. I have to do things. But I didn't have any cavities, and I was so happy.
Which is the best feeling.
Yes. Especially because I, like, had panic attacks, like, the past, like, few times I went, because I was just like, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
But at the dentist, I have very sensitive teeth. So sensitive that like I can't bite into cold stuff. Like, it's just the whole thing. And whenever they use the water, I want to die, because even if it's the warmest water, I'm just like, it's touching my teeth. And like they'll like even say like, if you need a break or something, like raise your hand. I'm just like, I'm just powering through till the end. So
because you don't want to. You feel bad asking them to do their job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, since I take such good care of my teeth, they don't do a lot of it. Like, even, like, the hygienist, like, every time I go, she's like, you're my easiest patient for the day.
Love that.
Yeah. So, brush your teeth so you don't have to deal with cold water.
No, for real. It takes, like, a minute twice a day.
Yes. And floss.
And floss. Yes, because, oh my gosh, my dentist, when I go, they have a giant picture of a smile and, like, floss. I'm like, is that... People really don't floss that much that you need a giant picture when they walk in to remind them. Apparently so. So we hope you're still awake, and if not, then that's
have a good rest,
and
and listen to us tomorrow.
Woo woo. Tomorrow.
Like sleep.
Be
for
here
tonight,
next week.
And then,
oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and finish the episode because you have to hear about flossing.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to us yapping about Easter eggs and stuff.
Yes,
And
we hope you kind of sort of had fun with us too.
Yes, and we hope you had a good Easter.
Yes, we hope that you had yummy food and have tons of leftovers in the fridge, like Thanksgiving style. Anyway. Thank you and good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.